you go, Sam. Nice and dark. Just
On this
like you
episode of Higher Ground, we have a Head Start guide to Splinter Cell Conviction, in which I'll show you how to knock out a few of the PEC challenges and start upgrading your weapons in the first 2 stages. This is supposed to be the tutorial segment, but really, the in-game instructions are only suggestions, and there's nothing to stop you from getting started on building your spy repertoire right off the bat. While I'll be going after the Splinter Cell challenges to maximize points, there are a few key tactics to remember that'll help you fill out the other challenges along the way. 1. This is obvious, but when you shoot, always aim for the head to build up the stealth headshot count. Number 2, don't neglect hand-to-hand maneuvers to build up your executions, which are vital to the mark and execute challenges. 3, above all, shoot out those lights, stay hidden, and play it cool so that you don't ruin the kill streaks for 5 times Predator. And finally, to get the Weapons Expert and Weapons Collector achievements, you'll need to pick up any new weapons you come across. You don't have to keep them or even use them, but at least pick them up. You can get your bearings in the opening market, but the real challenges begin in the second stage. As you approach the mansion, look for the recessed area along the street, near the cars. Shoot out the light, give the car a nudge, and just wait. To get the car alarm investigation challenge, you must subdue the henchman while he is inspecting the car. If no one comes to investigate, just activate the alarm again and someone will eventually come out.
You catch that one.
Head through the side door and mop up any leftovers. Climb up the wall, creep sideways, and we have our first grab from ledge count. Once inside, skip that first door for the moment. It leads to an exposed hallway. Instead, you want to scout the room on the far right with your mirror to mark the 2 henchmen.
He didn't write that. Bring 2 bottles of each.
Hop out the window,
Yeah, he's the one who's scared. He doesn't have any balls, so he gets high. Guy's getting unpredictable. Ain't good in the boss. Yeah, you may think he's...
and execute.
He's gonna get down on his knees and quietly.
Now you can head back to the hallway and use the chandelier to get the environmental hazard challenge. And if you've been stealthy, you should get the 10 times Predator challenge as well.
Way over his head.
If he drowns, we drown with him.
Man, I liked you better when you were talking about the brains.
So I have to switch it on, is that it?
After this room, you'll get to check out your first weapon stash, and if you've done everything correctly, you should have at least 1,500 points to play with. You'll want to throw some upgrades on the MK23 for later in the game, but the MP446 is your priority right now due to its 3 available marks for execution, which will be necessary for another challenge in just a few moments.
So this means we're using the usual pilot for this run? He does all the tough shipments.
Once an agent.
Now the next room is the garage. You can try to lure your enemies upstairs for some more ledge tosses, or take the direct approach and pick them off with headshots. The supply room is after that, and it's the last section before we head up toward Coben's penthouse. I used the pipes on the sides to pick them off with headshots one at a time, but purposely left 2 alive for the human collision challenge, which requires you to throw one person into another. You can do this anywhere else. I just picked this moment. Now up to the penthouse we go, but not before completing the grab from ledge challenge.
That did the trick.
Once inside, leave 2 guys alone, for now, and get set up for yet another challenge. Shoot out the lights on the far end to get some attention and shut the window. You're going to grab the henchman as a human shield.
Come here, show yourself! We don't play that sort of game in Coben's mansion!
This doesn't have to hurt.
And toss him out the window for the breaking glass challenge.
Until he shows up, all you gotta do is shut up and get ready to shoot. Are we clear?
Yeah, boss.
I said shut up!
Easy there, boss.
Somebody take it easy. I'm ready.
The front door to Coben's penthouse is a death trap, so once again, out the window you go. Pulling guys out of windows and shimmying around the corner is the safest way to play this, but I feel like getting another challenge, and it's the whole reason I brought the MP446. I'm going to use an EMP grenade on one of the loners, which will also knock out some of the lights.
This is my house!
Then grab him,
My house! Get yourselves ready to go in.
move over, and mark my targets for execution. Act quick though, because these guys have no qualms about killing one of their own.
Not yet! Hide it! Over there! Fuck! You done? You got nothing, you hear me? Nothing.
That'll do it. Coben's ready to be interrogated, and you have a solid head start on upgrading your weapons.
You bastard!
Thanks for watching, and keep your eyes on GameZone.com for more coverage of Splinter Cell Conviction.